When I tell you, you are so spot on with not only what's going on around you, but to you, to the point where these people are literally scared of you because, you shutting stuff down before they can even plot and plan to pass out the invitation for the event. Let's talk about it. I'm sure that whenever you was going through certain things in life, you felt like you were the only one because you was living in the world. You were, used to society's norms. So whenever you had a problem, it's like you felt like you were the only one that was going through it. So once you started learning more and more and more on your journey, that's when people started, basically removing themselves up out of your life. And I'm talking about your friends, your family, that lover, the ex, the neighbors you used to sip tea with. All of these people remove themselves up out of your life unexpectedly, randomly, and you didn't know what was going on. It was because you leveled up on them. They literally forced you to have to look in the mirror at yourself and figure out what was life. Like, what is this? Like, why am I going through this? What's going on? They forced you into isolation. And whenever you didn't come out weak and, crawling and begging for them to come back into your life, that's when you become public enemy number one. That's when you become the enemy to these people. That's when you just become their worst nightmare. When I say these people pushed you so far away, they pushed you up out of your comfort zone. You had to learn how to love yourself all over again and accept the fact that you had to stay by yourself because these people didn't want to do right by you. So it's to the point where they pushed you so far away that you don't even want to go back. You don't even want to. That's how deep it runs. They literally pushed you away to the point where you don't want to go back now. They done left you alone. You having fun. You know what I'm saying? You over there. You okay by yourself now. And, let's be honest. The enemies that pushed you away, they are still lacing up their shoes to go run with the herd. Okay? They sick and tired of having to deal with people that act like them. They are. That's why they miss you so much. That's why they want you to come back. But it's too late. You know what I'm saying? They done pushed you so far away, you don't want to go back now. You know what? I want you to think about it. Whenever you would hang out with worldly people, and I'm not trying to say that and make it sound like you better than anybody but the truth is the truth. Whenever you would hang out with worldly people, you never forced what you believed in on them. No, you didn't do that. You dropped nuggets on their forehead. You see what I'm saying? You tried to help them on their journey. You guided them. You was telling them, level up and teaching them how to level up and all that stuff. And so it's like, now that you're gone, they are spiritually depleted. Now they have to deal with their kind. And, they sick and tired of it. And how do you think we feel? We tired of y'all too. Feelings are so hurt right now. Feelings are hurt right now because they want the peace that you have from when they decided to push you away. Now they have to deal with people that walk like them, talk like them, and think like them. And they have nobody to blame but themselves for the way that they decided to treat you. They could have apologized, but it ain't, that's dead. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they are the reason for, or the life choices that they decide to make is why their life is the way that it is. It has nothing to do with you. You tried to drop nuggets on their forehead. You know what I'm saying? And they pushed you away. But they hold the people that, basically bring them down. They hold them down and push away the people that actually want to, see them win. People, entities, they ain't even people, they entities. Yeah, they may not know the terms, you know what I'm saying? They energy vampires. And they know that they needed what you had to offer to them. And it's not like you were expecting a thank you card with a signature at the bottom, for helping them out on their journey. You wasn't expecting none of that. You just expected for them not to treat you like you were crazy for knowing the truth, for speaking the truth, and all of that. And it's like, now they're the ones that's looking crazy right now. When I tell you, with you being in isolation, you have learned so much to the point where they don't even have to say one word. You can read their body language and then pick up on their energy and their frequency. You already know who this person is. I don't know. I want to call them entities, but it's going to go back and forth. But, you can pretty much pick up on who they are based off of their energy and frequency because you know how you come into the table. You're so spot on to the point where you already know what they're doing before they do it. So whenever they do it, you already have an escape route, what to say, what to do, how to move. And they looking at you like, whoa. But at the end of the day, you already knew what they was doing from the jump. You already knew what was going on. They are scared of you. You know too much. Good job. I'm proud of you. Thank God for every isolation season that you was in, because that literally boosted your superpowers. Like, not only do you know who these people are, but they showed you that hurt people. And the further away that they try to push you, that's how far they have to come back in order to get back right with you. And then at the same time, they also taught you that if they're treating you that way, that's how they treat themselves. But the Most High is love. So if you don't love yourself, you don't love the Most High. And bam, that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? They are the enemy. They are against you. They demons. I just said it. Dang. So be not deceived and do not go back to these people. I'm sure they miss you. I miss you. They miss you. Everybody misses you. But at the end of the day, it's a little sketchy because why do they miss you? You know what I'm saying? If you was around them and they treated you bad the first time, why you miss me? Okay, you pushed me away, but you miss me? Make it make sense. You helped them level up. You helped them on their journey. You talked to You talked to them about the Most High. And now that you're gone, they're not doing none of that unless it get them brownie points or, it makes them look good or feel good or something like that. They're not doing it from the heart. They're not being genuine or sincere about the situation, about the conversations that they have with other people. And so it's like, why would you go back to that? Please don't go back to that, because you remember the first time when you tried to build them up, lift them up. Yeah, they loved it. They enjoyed it. They were thankful. You know what I'm saying? But then they tried to ish on you as soon as they got high enough to fly. And then it's like, well, dang. Now look at you. You floating back down because you shouldn't have did that to me. You don't even have the juice like that. We gave them that energy because we worked on ourselves. You worked on yourself. So whenever you give them the strength to, fly, you know what I'm saying? Let that demon fly. That's when they want to doo-doo on you. And it's like, nah, don't go back to that. You remember that job that fired you for no reason, or you had to walk away for no reason? So you went to the people that you was closest to, about the situation, and you told them what happened. And then they flip the script on you. They make it seem like they just, you know what I'm saying, better than you. And it's because they want to kick you lower than what they thought that you already were. But the kicker is the fact that you done been through it so many times to the point where you don't even care anymore. And they just exposed their hand, showing you that they never had good intentions for you in the beginning. You see what I'm saying? They tell on themselves, and then they want to be scared that you know what you know. Well, stop showing us. You see what I'm saying? Like, stop making it so obvious. And it's because you're not in the world anymore. You in isolation because they pushed you there. Idiots. It just goes to show that these people are weak-minded. They are seriously weak-minded, because what would have took them out? It did not take you out. So what they'll do is try to project their fears, their insecurities, all of that your way, because like I said, if you lost your job or had to walk away from your job, that would have took them out. So they try to kick you while you were down. And half of them don't even have a job. See, if you were still in the world, you would have been like, dang, am I tripping? Like, what's going on? Like, is it me? Or No, but God put you in isolation mode because he already knew how these people were. He already knew how they was about to send for you and attack you and this and that. God said, let me go ahead and prepare my chosen one. Let me go ahead and, start showing them certain things so that they know what's about to happen in their life and how these people really feel about them. God prepared the table. He is, you know what I'm saying? Like he is... He that boy. I don't know. When I be talking to him, I just be like, God, you fine. That's why the enemy can't stand you right now. When I tell you the Most High came through and crashed the party and said, not today. They thought they had a friend. They looking exactly like how they wanted you to look. Crazy. They hide in the shadows but refuse to do their shadow work. But they laughed at you. They laughed at you when you was fighting your demons and going through this and going through that. They thought it was a ha ha ha, a he he he. They thought it was a jolly old time pointing at you. But they're not even strong enough to go through half of the half of the stuff that you went through. And let's be honest. You really could have did it to them. You could have did it to them. And I'm not promoting violence on here or nothing like that. But the Most High handled the situation way better than you could have. And I'm just going to leave that there. So just know that whenever things don't look like it's going in your favor, I promise you it is going in your favor. Whenever you feel like the timing is a little bit off, you and God's timing ain't the same. So are you really off? Okay. So, look, just stay focused. Stay focused out here in isolation season. Do not let these people get to you because they on some other stuff. They worldly. They running with the herd still. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? They want to be pushed into isolation mode. God said, no, go ahead, hang out with your people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to say to you. Go hang out with your people. I'm sorry. But, this was Conscious Court. Back with another video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If anything resonates with you, leave a comment down below. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a good day or night. All right. Bye, y'all.